this is it's kind of an opportunity for us. For the first time in a few weeks, we have a chance to, get better in practice a little bit. 5 games was 13 days. It was, when we were 5-0, there weren't many teams that had won 5 games at our point. I think one team in the country had 6, but a lot of preparations. We learned along the way through getting ready for different opponents. You could see the progress we've made since either the Division II exhibition game or our first game against Georgia Southern. But we still have a long, long way to go. And so there are lots of different things, like okay, so now New York. A couple things about going to New York. So we traveled to the Naval Academy and got a chance to experience that. And for our student athletes to visit an academy and see the incredible discipline and the sacrifice that were being made by those students and those young cadets. They left there with a different level of patriotism. Why go to New York and play? First of all, it's just, even from a guy that grew up in Boston, it's hard for me to say this, but New York there's a lot of basketball history in New York, and I respect that. So just like I want my teams to go to Kentucky and play good basketball, I want my teams to go to New York and play good basketball. I've had a little bit of both. Was in a preseason NIT event where we got smashed by North Carolina and beat by Butler when I was at Tennessee. And then we also went back to that event and we were able to beat VCU and then Jay Wright and Villanova, which was a great game. And just meant a lot to me to be able to coach in Madison Square Garden and play good basketball. So we step up in competition now. The idea is to set up a schedule where you're going to be challenged, but going to be good enough to beat the people that you got on your schedule when you got them. If we'd have played this tournament at the start of the season, we would have lost both games for sure. We're in a position now where we're playing a little better. We have a chance to beat these teams. All are bigger, all are more athletic, all are more physical than the teams we've played up against at this point. So that's the next step. Can we handle the athleticism, the size, the physicality, the inside game, but most of the physicality of these next 2 games. The other point is traveling to New York City, going to the 9/11 Memorial. Absolute must for our players. We went there a couple years ago when we played in New York against Boston College. I think only D'Angelo Purifoy and Anthony McLemore were the 2 that are making a repeat visit. The guys are going to get to go to an NBA game on Sunday night. They're going to go to Madison Square Garden and watch the Knicks and the Nets play in a pro game. It's huge. I mean, at least it is for me. I mean, maybe that's a big time deal. Get to see a real NBA game. It's where they all want to go. It's kind of like a practicum, and we have to pay for the tickets. NBA tickets aren't cheap. But I think Auburn kind of looked at it like, we're training guys to be able to go to Wall Street and work in the stock market. They got to go get in the stock market. We've got some of those facilities on campus where they can, be like they're working in a brokerage. But sometimes you actually need to go see them. So that's what that is all about. So just a great opportunity to and a fun time of the year to be in New York. Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's really a great thing to be able to see it. So that's part of why we chose to go to play in Brooklyn.